How's everybody doing today? It is Curly Fry here, and I'm bringing you a brand new informational video today on the new Microsoft console called the Xbox One. That is right, the new Xbox console was revealed today in a live stream of a press conference that Xbox and Microsoft employees held today. And I've got the news, you've got the info, so let's get started. So this is a first look at the front of the new Xbox One. So as you can see, there's a big slot on the left for your discs, and the logo on the right, there's no red ring or no green ring. No red ringing on this console, which is going to be great. So there's going to be no overheating and stuff like that. I don't know if the logo is a button to turn it on, but it's there. So here's a closer look at the console. Basically, you can see that the colors are kind of split in half. So the left side is black, the right side is gray. I'm thinking that logo is just there. I don't think there's a button. Maybe on the side, as you can see, there's a power button maybe on the side. Right next to that air vent, there's a big air vent right on the side of the console, the left side if you don't see it. And that's going to be able to keep the system cool so it doesn't overheat like the Xbox 360 always did with the red ring of death. I think the top right, the whole half, I think is also an air vent, which is going to be able to keep that cool as well. So while we're on this picture, I thought I would talk a little bit about the new info and hardware that they have released about this console. So starting off, this is going to be a great feature for movie lovers. It is going to have Blu-ray, just like the PS3 does right now and the PS4 is set to have. It is going to have Blu-ray, so that is going to be great for movie lovers. And it's going to have the new and upgraded USB 3.0, so there will be a better connection from your headset or whatever you're using to your console. Now getting into Xbox Live. So they're saying that Xbox Live is going to start up with 300,000 servers. And that is ridiculous because at the time of the Xbox 360's launch, they had about 3,000 servers and 15,000 backup just in case. They didn't really say how many backup ones they would have, but they only said 300,000, which is more hardware and it's faster than any internet in 1999, and that's just on one console. That is ridiculous. That is so innovative, and it's going to be really cool. And Xbox Live is also going to let you search for games and movies and TV shows and music and all that stuff while doing something else like playing a game or watching a movie or doing all the stuff you want to do. You're going to be able to search what you want at any time on the console, and that's going to be super cool. So now we're going to get a little bit into Kinect. So this is a first look at the new Kinect sensor bar. I'm not sure if that's the sensor on the bottom where the stand is or if it's the whole thing, but there's a camera right there. Actually, the camera's probably the sensor more than anything, but the camera is on the left side and the logo's on the right. It's just the logo's just there. I don't know if there's any buttons. There's probably some buttons on the top or the back, but once again, they didn't really show the back of the console. But anyway, so Kinect, there's some super cool things that are going to be put into this thing. So the first thing is you're going to be able to talk to your console through Kinect. So to turn on your console, apparently you're supposed to be able to say the words Xbox on, and it's going to be able to turn on right away. Hands-free, no pushing buttons, no walking up to it and pushing the button on your console, no controllers, all that stuff. You're going to be able to just say Xbox on and it's going to turn on. If you have Kinect, of course. Here's a close-up picture of the camera. Apparently it's supposed to instantly respond to you because it reads 200 gigabytes per second, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but it's going to be able to read slight rotation. So if you turn at like a 5-degree angle, which is so small, it's probably going to be able to read that, and it's also going to be able to read your heart rate, which is super crazy. That's going to help a lot for fitness type games and people who are working out through Kinect. That is going to be super cool, and that's a great new thing that they're doing. So now we're going to show you the controller. So this is a new look at the controller, and you can tell it looks a lot different from the old one, and there are many things different from the old one than to the new one. So you can look in the middle, and there's no Xbox button right in the middle, and there's no light around it that shows you like what player you are. The logo is actually right on the top, and I don't know if that's a button or if that's just there like all the other things, but it's there, and it's not in the middle this time. Excuse me. You can also see that right above where that Xbox button would be, to the left and right, there is two buttons, kind of like the select and start button on the PS3 controller. There is a button with two squares, and I'm thinking it might be like a friends list type thing or a dashboard button, and the button on the right is just 3 lines, if you can't see that, and it's basically there. I don't know why it's there, but we'll figure that out at E3. There's supposed to be more information then if you are looking for more. That'll be coming out later this year, maybe next month. You can also look at the D-pad. The D-pad looks a little shinier, obviously. I think there's something new about it. I don't really know what it is. They said it's supposed to enhance your gaming experience or something like that, but it looks pretty cool. So here's another picture of the controller at a different angle. So as you can see, the analog stick still has that indent in the top, and it's not completely rounded on the top like the PS3 controller or the PS4 controllers will be. There's actually a grip around the outside. As you can see, there's those little dots sticking up, so you're going to be able to grip onto the analog sticks better, which is probably going to help for a lot of Xbox players, because I'm pretty sure it always slipped off when they were playing. So now, enough of the controller. Let's get into the dashboard and what's going to be inside of the Xbox. So this is a picture of the dashboard, and as you can see, there are a bunch of tabs. All of them are My Pins, Home, Trending, Games, TVs and Movies, Music, and Apps. So it's going to give you everything, really. Like they said, it's going to be the all-in-one console, and I think they're really serious about that. One thing that they're doing is they're going to be able to give you what is trending on the dashboard, and you're going to be able to see all these TV shows and all this new stuff. As you can see, there's Star Trek Into Darkness on the right side, and I don't know if that movie has come out yet. I don't think it has. Forza Motorsports 5, new game that's supposed to be coming out. I'll get into that a little bit later. They're also supposed to give you a TV guide listing, which is so crazy. You're going to be able to basically watch TV shows from your Xbox, and I don't even know if you'll need cable, but that's pretty cool. If you want to instantly switch your shows, games, or music, or movies, you're going to be able to do that. I think you can say the words instant switch to your Kinect, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be wrong on that. But you're going to be able to say something so it'll switch immediately when you want it to. And another cool thing is, while you're watching your movies or your shows, you're going to be able to open your internet browser without interrupting your show or movie. So you're going to be able to multitask and do 2 things at once by opening up your browser and searching and watching your movie, which is really convenient for some people when they want to do 2 things at once. Another thing, which is pretty weird, and I don't think it's going to be much of a success, but they're actually going to be making a new Halo TV show, and that's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know if it'll be successful or not. We haven't seen it yet, but I'm not really fond of that idea. But another thing, which is probably the most important thing, or the coolest thing, is you're going to be able to Skype right on your console. As you can see, there's a guy named Anthony Ingram. I don't know who Anthony is. Hi, Anthony. But he's talking on Skype from the Xbox and on the TV, and that's super cool. And while you're on your Skype on your TV, you're going to be able to watch movies and shows and maybe even play games while you're Skyping people. So you're going to be able to do 2 things at once again, and multitask once again, and do 2 things. I just said that. You're going to be able to Skype and watch movies, which is really nice for some people when they want to talk to their friends and watch a movie at the same time, and maybe even talk about the movie and stuff like that. Compare ideas. So here's just a look of all the 3 features of the console: the Xbox console itself, the controller, and the Kinect sensor. Notice that all of it is black. Like I said before, the console was black, but the whole thing is black now. So I'm thinking that's going to be their main color now, instead of white. And I like that, but I don't know if I'm really digging it, because the PS3 had that first, and I don't know if they're copying or anything, but anyway, so now I think it's a good time to get into games. So basically, they have said a lot about sports games, and sports games is what they're really targeting and talking about the most in their press conference. They said that they're going to release lots of new sports games, such as FIFA 14 soccer game, a new UFC game, which UFC is a lot of fun, I like it, Madden NFL 25, and I'm really excited for that game. I'm probably going to end up getting it. It's so much fun. I'm super excited. NBA Live, NBA 2K is a lot better, but NBA Live is still pretty fun. And Forza Motorsports 5. They actually had gameplay footage of that game in their new Xbox reveal. By the way, I'm going to leave the link to that video in the description, and you'll be able to watch that new reveal and see where all these pictures came from. But they also talked about 2 other games that you guys might be interested. The first one is Quantum Break, which is created by the creators of the Max Payne series. And I don't really follow them very much, but it looked like a pretty cool game from what I saw. And last but not least, the one that everyone has been waiting for, Call of Duty Ghosts. They actually released some footage of that, and I'm going to be doing a trailer breakdown tomorrow in that video, and I'm going to be basically giving some of the ideas that I have from that trailer and breaking it down. And I'm really excited about it. The trailer for Call of Duty Ghosts looks so sick, and I'm going to get into that more tomorrow. But that's all I really have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this information helps a lot. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like rating, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of these videos. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and balls to you.